Family won't ask partner to leave after death. She's broke, lost her job, and facing life crisis a lot at the same time. I've found myself in a dilemma, and honestly, I'm struggling with how to approach it. Any kind advice would be really appreciated. A year ago, I lost my cousin after his nearly 20-year battle with cancer. It was devastating for our family, and especially hard on his girlfriend, Sarah. They had been together for about 2 years before he passed. Some background. When my cousin's health deteriorated, he moved back into the family home since working was no longer an option for him. He met Sarah during a trip, and within a few months, he asked her to move in with him. She took care of him, found a job to support herself, and was there for him until the end. The thing is, we never really got to know her. She kept to herself, which was completely her right, but it meant that even though she lived in the family home, she always felt like an outsider. After my cousin passed, we expected she'd stay for a while. Grieving takes time, and we didn't want to be heartless by asking her to leave too soon. But it's been a year now, and she's still here. Sarah doesn't contribute to the household, and things have become difficult. She lost her job again recently, and on top of that, she was diagnosed with a chronic illness that will worsen if she doesn't stay active. But she doesn't seem to be doing anything. She just stays in her room, chain smoking, barely interacting with anyone. She's 50, with 2 adult children, but they aren't in a position to support her. They live in poverty, have their own families to care for, and can't take her in. In the meantime, my family has been shouldering the burden, feeding her, housing her, covering medical emergencies, and they're exhausted. No one wants to be the one to ask her to leave. They feel guilty because she did take care of my cousin in his last year of life. But the reality is, this isn't her home, and she has nowhere else to go. Now, they've asked me to talk to her. They want me to find out what her plans are, if she's considered living closer to her grandchildren. Every time she visits them, the kids beg her to stay longer. They adore her. But how do I approach this conversation without making her feel like we're just pushing her out? In the past, we've planted little ideas, suggesting she visit them for Christmas or longer holidays, so it felt like her decision. But this time it's different. I don't know how to bring this up, and I don't want to hurt her. I just need to find a way to make her feel like she still has control over her future, while also giving my family the space they desperately need.